Hey, what's going on, guys? Can you guys hear us all well? Actually, I need to test one last thing that I didn't get to. Just need to set our soundbar so we can actually hear when the alarm goes off. But yeah, let's see. Is it working? Yeah, it's just really low. Alright, there we go. Now we'll be able to hear the timer just fine. We are having a little bit of technical difficulties. We do have all the pictures and stuff like that loaded, so we're going to try and get this situated, because we do this on 2 different monitors, all of his stuff, and we actually keep track of all the winners on one of our monitors, and then we have all the actual live streaming stuff like the chat and stuff like that, and the actual feed itself running off another monitor. And that second one, where we actually keep track of your guys' bids, just went out on us. The power connectors is a little loose because I've had it 3 + 4, so yeah, 8 years now. It's an 8-year-old monitor, and the connections on it is just going out, and we're trying to figure out how to get it back. So hopefully this isn't, you know, rip. Yeah. Nothing yet.
I don't know what more to do.
3 + 4 + 1. I've had it since 7th grade. I'm a junior in college. So 4 years in high school, 3 years in college, and 8th grade. I didn't say all the numbers.
I don't know what... I've checked all for loose connections up and down the line. I think we're going to have to go without it.
Oh, I can't even get in that way without messing up the camera.
We're going to have Logan look at it for just one more minute. How's everybody doing? Oh, yeah, we need to buy at least another monitor, it's looking like.
Or order the power cable connections on on Amazon. If it doesn't work, return them, then get them on Amazon.
Wow, that's not much of a lag at all. We're up to 49 people, I see.
Uh-oh. Not bad.
That's good to see everybody. Heather, Mason, Chris. Drinking, I'm jealous. I'm good. How you doing, Chris? Salty Sailors. There's Mike. How you doing, Mike?
Which Mike?
Blackballed, Ball Python Boulevard.
Alright.
You got it? Hey guys, there's Paul.
I'm trying to relieve tension on the cables. But of course that means I'm bumping other cables.
Yeah, I think we might have to go without it. We're not going to go to Tenley this year. We may have to go with the every other year plan. Just here to watch. We'll see.
That's what everybody says.
Can we make it without? Yeah, get a little TV. I could bring in our big screen in here. Hey, Earl.
Dang. Yeah.
Yeah, he made it sound like he was disappointed, didn't he, Mike?
That it wasn't a disappointing thing. Is I always forget that your name's Mike.
Oh.
So it was like,
Good,
like
good save. Hey, Jay. We get everybody here. How close? Yeah, we're up to 60. Logan, I just don't...
I know, I'm coming out.
Okay. I mean, we could
Yeah,
bring the TV, but that would be a major undertaking. I'll just work off of this one.
Yeah, I don't even know what the model of this monitor is. This is before I actually cared about the specs, and not to mention I didn't even pay for this thing. I was 12, so my mom just bought it for me.
It doesn't even adjust up and down.
Just it was brand new, and I got it for $80. That's, if you have bought a computer monitor recently, you'd realize that is cheap. So
yeah, it was garbage.
yeah,
it's time. The highest bid? What would you like it to be?
yeah, we haven't even started yet.
Yeah. Shall we? You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
We'll just have to go a little slower. I'll have to get the email addresses too. Or if you want to write down,
I'll still get it. It's just
you'll still be able to fill them in.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be switching through windows like crazy.
All right, we'll do that. Wow, nice weather. It's nice here too. 75.
Here, let me see if I can figure out. Oh,
what?
The monitor's just dead. It's still reading the monitor is on and everything. The windows are still physically there.
Yeah, so that means we got a dead monitor.
Yeah.
It's okay.
See, like, I just pulled one back.
Yeah, crazy.
There we go. We got 64 people in here. I'm trying to get the snake list off of the other monitor.
Okay. So we're getting close to ready to go. We got, as we've been doing lately, 7 snakes. We have 1 ball python. Ball python's a big girl, too. The gecko's a big girl. For those of you that are looking at geckos, she should be a good pickup. Anyway, starting off, we're going to have a male albino baby. We have a female Huffman hatchling after that. We have a male Bumblebee het clown that is a breeder male from Pythons R Us. He is about 900 grams and he's proven, and the clown is proven too. We have a female Super Mojave that's 66% albino that we produced right here, and she is beautiful. She's a hatchling, of course.
And she's possible spider, 50% chance.
Yeah, very possible. A Banana Het Pied. Oh, that's a PRU snake too. Banana Het Pied from Pythons R Us, and that's a male. And if you saw him in the video, he is really beautiful. We have a big female pastel breeder. She's 1,500 grams, and she's not quite ready to go again, but she's proven, but she'll be able to go in a couple of months probably.
She does have follicles, so it's as soon as she has weight that she'll be ready to go for you guys. She's technically at that 1,500 gram thing, but her back end is still a little small, so I wouldn't do it personally
yet. She's a
yet.
bigger girl, so yeah, she needs to get back up there. And we have our last one is one of ours that we produced, a male Blackhead, who's maybe fire. And then for the gecko, we have a female bold, and she is breeder size. And she's a big girl.
Every time I have to fix this chat, it slides up a little bit. Let me get that back down for you guys.
Ooh, yeah, that's a little loud.
Yeah, it creeps up on the camera. It shifts up a few pixels every auction. But yeah, so we can't see how many people are in here. How many people are in here?
77. I can see on my phone, which I'm gonna have to use.
All right, you think we're good to go for the first snake?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so I guess have we gotten into rules, or we just did
go ahead and do the rules? I'll get the snake out.
All right, so for the rules, as far as bidding goes, it's $5 increments. We do jumps of up to $40 spacing at a time. This is just to deter trolls from being able to just blow everything out of proportion, and that also goes for that is not if the bid makes sense for the snake. So if we have a pied up and somebody bids $50 and the next person bids $150, that's fine, because it's gonna surpass that anyway. When did the pastel last lay? I would have to ask John.
Yeah, I'm sorry again. I'm not sure. I know that it's been a few months. Because he said she was already putting weight back on before we got her. That's about all I've got. I'm sorry. But she did lay this season. That much I can say.
And then for shipping, it's a flat rate of $50, but that's per box, not per snake. So if you've already purchased in previous auctions or even outside of an auction, you have a snake with us, and there's space in your box, you don't have to pay for shipping until you surpass the 12x9x6 box, which is that Sizely one. It's not the tiny one, it's the big one.
Sizely.
Yeah, Sizely. It's my word. But yeah. Is there anything else
Look at this.
that I'm missing?
Poor baby.
What?
You don't see the bulge?
Oh, from his meal? Yeah.
Yeah. Poor baby, I'll go easy.
He had a small adult mouse after filming. Wait, no, not after filming. After taking the picture that you guys see there. He had a small adult mouse. Yeah.
I wouldn't even have him out. Let me just go real easy. Here he is. Can you get him? Anyway, he's beautiful.
But yeah, high bid right now is to Ryan at 55, with second being William at 50, blackballed at 65. Yes, LKB is on it. If you're below 18, you have to have your parents' permission, because I don't want them randomly having a snake at their doorstep.
Don't be homophobic.
And YouTube is still doing this thing. We're still getting the chat on the program about, you know, what, like 5 seconds before it hits the actual chat?
Yeah, 80 for blackballed.
With Ryan being second at 70. Is it doing that for you guys too? If you guys see the on-screen chat popping up before the actual chat? Or is that just because we're the ones sending it out?
Thank you, JSR. Yeah. They're having the same issue.
Yeah, that's just bizarre. It used to be the other way around, but not by so much. It'd be like, you know, like a second or so. But going in for this. All right, so we have blackballed at $80. The on-screen chat has a lag from YouTube is faster.
85 for John Nouse.
I wonder if YouTube's
90 for blackballed.
Southern California server may be having issues.
I don't know.
I always wear this. I wear our stuff more than I wear anything else.
Joseph, yeah, if there's
Drew, 95.
some issue with the high bidder, and there's a variety of things that can happen, it doesn't happen very often, we would talk to the second bidder. That's why we take the second one too. Logan wearing his merch. I've got some merch on too, it's just not ours. There we go.
Blackballed at 100. Every time I watch chat on phone is faster than your screen. Okay, so I'm wondering if it's just a connection to YouTube thing.
Must be.
It's funny, I read that out with how long that message is. I read that entire message, and then there was still like a second
Before,
yeah.
Hi, Calissa.
110 to Drew.
120 for blackballed.
I don't even know why I have the YouTube chat up, to be honest.
We did it because it's so much bigger. We only get like 4 lines over here.
Drew 130, blackballed right back at 140. Hey, what's going on, Morphixology?
How you doing, buddy?
When are you gonna give the guy on your shirt a name?
A name?
Harold.
No, that's not a good one.
175 Drew, 180 blackballed.
Again, this is an albino male hatchling. Actually, this is a trig snake.
Yes, this is the trig snake, yes.
Yeah.
Gion.
200 for Drew. Hi, Reagan.
Mr. Scales.
Mr. Scales.
I would much prefer Mr. Slithers. Professor Design.
Professor Slithers. Thick Daddy.
I almost feel like it has to be a Harry Potter character name. Like, it has to be a Slytherin.
200 for Drew and 180 for blackball.
I'm going to go ahead and start the 45-second timer on that 200 bid from Drew.
Hello.
I don't know how to mute these things.
If you don't know, hey, Chucky.
See, the thing is, I can hit don't show, but it still makes the noise.
Dr. Mad.
All right, we got 20 seconds.
We're clipping again.
They're probably just yelling.
So Drew at 200.
All right, we got 10 seconds on this albino boy. Really? You're comparing him to Gargamel? Gargamel's got that schnoz, and he's got the black hair. It's like a bowl cut, but it's parted.
Wow.
All right, and that is sold, I believe, to Drew.
Drew for 200. And then blackballed was at 180.
Yep. And I believe I have both of your guys' information. Blackballed, can I get your email just in case?
Yeah, because Drew's not going to pay. Hello to the beach. Which beach are you at? So he's holding his hand. What?
I'm trying to catch up. Oh, here. I spy a new hatchling rack. Yeah, that was actually there last week, but I caught the flu, and then while having said flu, I decided to
Myrtle Beach, cool.
go out and sprain my ankle so we can't lift it.
Hey,
so, yeah.
Hey, Bill, how bad is Myrtle Beach looking after the hurricane?
Here, let me go around. The way he's holding his hand reminds me a bit of Gargman. Okay, that makes me more sense.
Oh, okay.
The cup.
Yeah. We ready for the next one?
Yeah, I'm just catching up on chat.
Oh,
I know
wow.
Drew's got at least like 30, and that's just of ours.
It looks normal. Okay, good. But it may be stopping flights to Tenley. That sucks.
Ooh. Yeah, I just got an email, actually, probably about an hour before we just started this live stream, from FedEx that's saying that we need to double-check certain flights, or certain packages that we're going to be sending.
Right now, King, we're right in between snakes. We're just going to the second snake.
Wow, Drew's at 150.
No way. Good for you.
Jeez.
Crazy.
So his room looks like this.
Yeah, exactly. we got some work to do. Okay, second snake. We have, again, another trig snake. This is a female Huffman, a hatchling. So there she is. And it doesn't look like she got stuffed with a mouse today.
She got a rat pinky.
She did. These poor babies. 75 for Morpman, 100 for Earl Kane.
Just barely beat you, Blackballed. Oof. I need to take my shoes off. It's hurting my ankle.
Oh, that sucks.
I may
120
get
for Blackballed.
Getting back up into Tinley. Wow.
Well, Calissa, you may still be the biggest for us. 130 for Morph Mechanics.
With second being Kentuckiana at 125. Blackballed at 140. Kentuckiana back at 150.
Yeah, we are definitely going to hold on to the one we have.
I don't have any Huffman. Well, this gene is really cool. It's very similar to Cinnamon and Black Pastel and all that stuff in the sense where if you have a super, it's really dark. And this is actually what everybody's trying to use right now to get towards Panda without having the health defects. Actually, I don't remember if it was the tail end of 2017 or the very beginning of 2018. One of my good buddies produced a world's first Huffman Pied, and I actually have it in one of our vlogs of it was the Pomona Super Show in January of me actually holding this snake and just looking at it. It's really cool. But if you're
190 for Blackballed.
But if you're interested in panda stuff or even just really dark morphs, this is kind of the way to go because Huffman's really pretty. It has that back striping kind of like where GHI has that really nice contrast to it. But it has the side pattern of like a Black Pastel, which I really like.
Thanks, Chucky.
And I'm going to go ahead and start that 45-second timer on the 190 bit from Blackballed. Chucky's getting after him.
I don't want to hear about this heavy pants stuff. Yeah, she stole a few from you, though. So we're still at 190 for Blackballed? Go Black Pastel. That's the ones that have the problems. 195 for Calissa.
Yeah, Black Pastel is 195 to Calissa, and then right back Kentuckiana at 225. When it comes to the Black Pastels out of all those genes in the complex so far are the darkest and is very. But the issue is that you run into a lot of health problems. That comes with kinking. That comes with duck billing and just stuff like that. And it's something that you have to work around. Some bloodlines are better than others, and we're actually currently doing a test in that white incubator right there. It's actually at 86.5 degrees, and we are currently incubating our own Super Black Pastel
250
for Black Pastel Het Pied.
250 for Drew.
I think Drew may have his first Huffman.
Yep, unless somebody gets bold here.
Drew, you didn't let that animosity like stay.
Oh, what are you doing?
I kicked the table. You didn't let that animosity stay in the air. You're just. I may be able to do something, and then wham, slams the bid down. He doesn't leave it in the air a second. Just goes right for it.
Hey Ed, we appreciate the help,
yeah.
And to all who are helping.
I have a Huffman Het Hypo Girl going up. I'm so excited. Yeah, if that turns out looking like the Black Pastel Hypo stuff, that's going to be great.
There goes
Just give it in a second because of the delays. Alright, and there it is. And that is sold at $250 to Drew, with second being Kentuckiana at $225. Drew has taken the first two already.
You guys aren't going to let him take everything, are you?
Kentuckiana, can we please get your email?
Again for the...
Yeah.
Kentuckiana.
I can't spell.
I can't either. I just botched that. Okay, our first big one.
And it was $225.
You know, before we pull that one out, let's pull out what you can make with our next one.
We just got our babies shedded out. So, cool.
Hold on just a second. We're going to pull a clutch out of the incubator. And then we'll move on to the next snake. The next one is a male breeder.
Alright.
And these aren't his babies, but they could have been.
So, what we have that is going to be up for auction, let me at least go ahead and post that picture of him. So, here's the male that we have right there. He is a Bumblebee 100% het clown. He is proven.
And he's from Pythons R Us.
So, I just want to give you guys a sample of what he could make. Here we have just a normal clown that just came out of one of our more recent clutches. And then, these could all be made from him. And next we have a pastel clown. All these are unsexed, by the way. I've only sexed one, and that is the pastel het clown. But I'm trying to surprise myself, like, on video.
The pastel het clown.
And then here is the spider clown that could be made from him. So if any of these you really like, this guy can make it for you this season as soon as you pretty much take him home.
Then we got a spider het clown, which is impossible to see.
What everybody is waiting to see, the Bumblebee clown. This girl, I say girl because I want it to be a girl.
I hope so.
Because if it's a male, it's going to be for sale. But this one is a little witch.
Yeah, she's feisty.
Fresh out of the egg, striking. So yeah.
You're trying to stir up trouble again, LKB.
What do you do?
Oh, he wants to auction off one of the hatchlings.
Not until they get their first meal. Not until they get their first meal.
Okay, so we pimped it a little bit, but here he is, a 900-gram breeder from Pythons R Us. He is a Bumblebee. He's 100% het clown. He's proven. The clown is proven, and we will take bids on him right now. 100 from Earl Kane.
Second, also at $100, just barely behind is Manny.
But 120 for Blackballed. You alright?
I'm trying to get in a position that my foot doesn't hurt. Blackballed 120. Oh, you already said that. It just now popped up for me.
130 for Earl Kane. I'm trying to get that head stamp on there. He's got a pretty head stamp. There we go. I always turn the wrong. Whoops, he's not helping.
There. Crown, you better make it right. Oh, geez.
150 for Blackballed. 160 for Manny. 170 for Blackballed. Again, this is a Pythons R Us snake, so the portion that John gets from this will go to the Sam Jeffers Foundation. They fund research for childhood cancer.
Mason says, please don't strip. I take that as an insult.
Yeah, I've seen it. You don't want to see it.
Hey, it's not my fault you have to come and get a live performance when I'm singing in the shower.
210 for Blackballed, with Manny second at 200. He's a good boy. Okay.
I'm resting my foot on something.
210 for Blackballed.
Yeah, 210 to Blackballed.
215 for Manny. You are a good boy. I like the coloring on his neck. That pale yellow.
Will you boardwalk and park place for him with hotels? Oh jeez.
What did I miss?
Monopoly puns? Is that where we're going?
Where is it? I don't see it.
Will you boardwalk and park place for him with hotels? I was always that person that never upgraded hotels so that you guys couldn't have or what is it? Is it houses to hotels? Which way is it? But I was the person that never upgraded so that you guys couldn't get up.
He's not cooperating.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the 45-second timer on that 215 bid from Manny. Ooh, jeez, my foot.
You'd be a better boy if you weren't trying to escape.
This gecko really wants to get out. As soon as she sees people in the room, she's always in the front of the tub. But really pretty girl. 25 seconds. If I needed males, I'd be all over it.
Well, I can kind of understand that
If it was a female, it would be breeding.
Yeah.
Oh wait, not at 900 grams. Let me rephrase that. Not at 900 grams.
We would be force feeding her big rats. We'll wait 5 seconds.
All right, and that is sold to Manny at 215, with second being blackballed at 210. Did we get your email before blackballed? If so, I missed it, and I'm sorry.
You are pathetic.
Manny.
Do you have it? You don't have it from up above?
No.
Wow.
I think that's when we were talking about the name of the the logo. Okay. A little slow. Yeah. I woke up late and then had to do that just wake up, throw on clothes and get to school thing. And it was one of those mornings, like, I forgot what level I parked on, but of course my clicker only works when I'm literally inches away from the car, so I can't beep it and go around. But one thing happened today that's completely, like, thrown off my day entirely, and that is, I bumped something with my car, and by something, it's not another car or person or anything like that. My parking brake recently has been awful, and I didn't realize our parking structure is tilted, so when I put it in park and released the brake, my car rolled forward about 8 inches and bumped one of the support beams, and it's got a little scratch. So I'm just like, ugh. Okay. I told you, she's trying to get out.
Yeah, well, we got females. We've sold one female so far. We got another one coming up right now. The snakes are also in the description if you want to see what's coming up next.
Mm-hmm. Oh, one thing that I'm curious about, in the description, does it say like that support the stream thing? Because the subscriber notification thing that I use and the thing that's for the chat automatically does that, and I get rid of it every time, but I don't know if it does it when I hit start stream or if it does that when the stream ends. Yeah.
Did you get the emails you needed?
Yes, it does. So it does it right when I hit start. No, I already have Manny's. I do not see black balls though.
Said he had it last week.
Oh, if he was, I thought it was further away.
Okay.
All right, we're cool.
All right, and now we have one that was produced in-house. We have a female super Mojave. She's 66% possible head albino. And little hatchling, and she's gorgeous. She's one of those super Mojaves, got a little more yellow to her, so she's kind of yellow and purple. She's really pretty. We got 200 from Manny. Oh, this is a reserved snake?
Yes, reserved.
We mentioned that in the video, but just so you know now, 220 for blackballed.
It's also in the description.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl.
So if you guys are interested in creating the red-eye leucistics the same way that we have with the cherry bombs, this girl is your ticket to get there. But yeah, gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Serpent Switch. That's one of the things that I've been working really hard to get on, because one of my buddies just got a really nice camera, and he's trying to figure out all the settings and just getting it all right and getting his technique down. And that's what we've been doing with the snakes.
To give you an idea of the reserve, our super Mojave girls go for $350 each without the albino, or the possibility of albino. And she could be spider too,
Mike
right?
at 300. Yeah, she is 50% possible spider. I have an entire clutch just to do that for me. Where's the paradox?
Yeah, we actually have one of those.
If he proves out to throw more paradox, I think I'm going to be doing backflips, and I can't do backflips. I just land on my head every time. If I even got that far. 325 blackballed, getting really close. Second with Manny being 310. I'd have to go and look at her tub, but I'm pretty sure. She has 2 meals, needs 1 more to go. Loves mouse hoppers. Ball Python Boulevard, there was already a 325 bid, so you're going to be second on that 325 bid. Current high bid is to Blackballed at 325.
You alright?
Look at the way I have the stool, it's like tilted. Just so I can support my foot.
Getting old.
Yeah. And what is the mouse hoppers? It is right before weaned, essentially. Or is that the weaning stage for?
That's the weaning stage. They're just weaned and they are so lightning fast. 350 for blackballed.
And that is the reserve right there at 350.
So this snake will be going to someone. We're going to sell this little girl. We're going to miss her. She's so pretty. I don't even think we can focus on her.
No. That's why we got the good shots, though. But I'm going to go ahead and start that 45-second timer on the 350 bid from Blackballed on this beautiful Super Mojave 66% head albino girl. That one was like 10 seconds for Mad Bios to pop up. that was ridiculous. All right, 20 seconds. Oh, 360 to Mike.
Yeah, this is the snake that you could easily make cherry bombs with if that albino proves out.
Mm-hmm. And one way to think about it is a Mojave albino and a Super Mojave het albino give you the same odds if you're going to be pairing them either which way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We got 380 for blackball. Do you reset it after that?
Oh, I did not. I didn't even see that one. All right, 40 seconds. $35 seconds.
We're gonna see.
Do we have a snipe? I think we're gonna find that one out a little sooner. But look at this. Now it's backwards. We got a Mad Bio one in here and not in the chat.
Huh.
YouTube amazes me.
Holy cow. Harry Carey.
10 seconds.
Yeah, it is weird.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to give it a couple seconds for that delay that we've been having. 3, 2, 1. All right, and that is sold at 380 to Blackballed, with second being Mike at Ball Python Boulevard at 360.
Okay.
And then Ball Python Boulevard
360.
360.
Right. Okay, cool. That was good. I like it when we get to sell the reserve snakes.
Mm-hmm. All right, so next one up, I have gotten many messages about. I had a few.
That's nice try. That's hilarious. Come on. Did you want to come out? If you saw the video, this is a beautiful banana. Come on. For it not having another gene in it. This is from Pythons R Us. This is a male. Banana, 100% het pied. Any chance we can get that to show up? Put it in front of your face.
Blackballed 100.
Anyway.
No, I think we just have to stick to the pictures. I don't have control of the focus anymore with the new program that we're using.
Yeah. 200 for LKB.
Once again, it's over $40, but it makes sense for the snake, so it is okay in this.
225 for Drew. We had a 210 for Mason there in between.
Yeah.
We got 94 people.
Drew, 225. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're pretty. I love this section right here. Is that crazy or what?
Yeah,
there's no way that would show up. Yeah.
Color, yeah. LKB 250.
There's a complete section that got wiped out, almost like a calico wipeout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just wow. Throw your pockets.
Chucky, you're wild today. Yeah, we tossed that $40 rule right there. You're right. $260 for Blaker's Pythons.
There are moments when it comes into real play.
Yeah, it's obvious when there's trolls at work.
And then Blaker's 260.
Like now. Oh, watch out. Yeah. Yeah, we got new ones.
Yeah. And oh jeez. No, it's good. I don't think it's a Dragon Ball Z reference when he just puts 9,000, because it wasn't over 9,000.
This is a male Banana Het Pied, 100% Het Pied.
All right, I'm starting the 45-second timer on that 260 bid from Blaker's Pythons.
Who was second?
Second was LKB at 250.
Okay. So far.
Oh, for the balls, this is the Banana Het Pied.
275.
275. Restarting that timer. Oof, my.
Did you just get here?
Yeah, I think he just popped in.
Wow.
That timing is impeccable.
Yeah, this is 100% Het Pied.
No, it is a male, Bridget.
Yeah, it's a male. Yeah, female banana would be much higher.
It would be ours. Like we have our own that we hatched out back there that we are holding on to.
Yeah. 275 for the balls.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
Still working hard. I thought you'd just been like, screw your biscuits and gravy. I need this thing. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and give me a second. 3, 2, 1. All right, and there we go. That is sold to For the Balls at 275. The balls, 275. With second being Blaker's. It's Pythons. Blaker's, can we please get your email?
Nice to have you on here, by the way. I don't remember seeing your name before.
Oh, jeez. I need another Het Pied female, but can't get it from IDR. What? Why?
Because we don't sell them?
It's because we don't have any right now. Thank you. Got that email.
Okay. Are you ready for the big girl?
Alright, so I think there's a few of you guys that are waiting for this one because this is going to be ready to go pretty soon. Because in sense of the people that look at this from a business perspective, buying big girls is almost an immediate return if you think about it. Like, what is it? Like, she just needs to get weight and she can get that weight in what? 2-3 months?
Oh,
and then
easily in 2
and
months.
then she lays in another 3 months, and then 2 months after that you have babies.
So we're bidding. All right, we've got, this is a pastel female. She weighs 1,500 grams. And she did lay earlier this year. I don't know exactly when. But she's coming to us from John at 808. We got 150 from Carmen. Drew, she just beat you.
Jays, yes, the Bumblebee Het Clown already went.
175 for Manny.
It ended up going to Manny at 215.
Picture.
Oh, thank you guys.
215 for Drew. Alicia had bid 180.
Drew 215.
Good girl. Yeah. Ryu.
Yeah, I'm looking to see because we got another picture where it's just the head that we were gonna post on Instagram, but can't get it to fit on here. The pictures are 4K, so they're massive. And getting just the head stamp and then condensing it down, it ended up just being a blur.
She is a little
All
active.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and start that 45-second timer on that 215 bid from Drew.
What did I do?
With second being from Alicia at 180.
She's really head shy.
Yeah. Not the bottom, just the top. We don't have to be old enough, we just need to know how to forge our parents' signatures. Wow. Yeah, what I personally look for in my pastels is just the blushing and the color
10
of it.
seconds.
Whereas this girl has gotten older and it's turning into gold rather than brown.
225 for Manny.
Oh, let me go ahead and restart that.
Yeah, do your job.
It didn't show up over here. I didn't
over
see
here.
it.
Like, you got to take a breath once in a while.
Well, I was just looking in the wrong spot.
I'm going to put her away. She really doesn't want to go back in there.
20 seconds. Phone's going nuts. 10 seconds. At least that's what my fake ID says.
225
right.
from
2, 1. All right, 5, 4, 2. All right, there we go. And that is sold. 225 to Manny.
What was second? Was it a 215 bid to Drew?
215 to Drew.
Okay, yeah.
Manny, I'd have to assume that you have filled a box, if not have worked on your second box with just 2 adults. Because the most I've ever gotten in these boxes before is 2,200 grams. We're currently looking at about 2,600. So it's really close. So if I can manage to get them in there, then we're gonna be good for just 1 shipping. Cool. Oh, I did it backwards. I put Drew in the #1 spot and then I almost gave it to the wrong person. Annie and no, it's 225. Bam. That just reminds me of the with him saying 36 for the fake ID reminds me of a Superbad with Mick Lovin being 25. He's like, why did you just tell me you're 21? How many 21s?
What's
how
funny
many
is
21-year-olds?
the actor was probably 30. That's the funny part.
Yet he's playing a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
How many 21-year-olds do you think there is in this city?
You ready to do the
it's
last
called
snake?
strategy.
We're up to the last snake.
Yeah, this one's flying by. Do you guys feel like that too, or are we actually just cooking? It's been 45 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that at all.
All right, so last snake, and then we have a gecko after this. It was produced in-house. This is a male blackhead with a remote possibility of fire. Mm-hmm. And that's just because we are not astute enough.
It's just that there's such small differences.
They're really hard to tell, but look how pretty he is.
If you see that blushing right behind his head in that picture, that's typically what a blackhead fire blushing looks like, but it's not all of his blushing looks like that. He's either a really reduced fire, like a really low expression fire, or he's a really high expression blackhead, like an extraordinarily blushed blackhead.
125 for Kentuckiana with blackballed at 100.
Yeah, Drew has just cleaned it out.
He's a player.
And it's not just here. He did work at the charity auction, too.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're selling that Annery Sambo, I know somebody who's located. They may be in this room.
We got to hire Chucky.
He's a hype man.
Yeah.
125 to Kentuckiana with second being blackballed at 100.
No deal.
Oh.
125.
I'm going to go ahead and start that 45-second timer on that 125 bid from Kentuckiana.
Oh, this is going to be a good buy.
I've gotten about 10 snakes in the last month. Jeez.
That's the way we were last year. We would pick up 20 a month.
Yeah, one of our videos just recently had a surge in views again.
Which one?
The unboxing a bunch of hatchling ball pythons.
15 seconds.
And we unboxed 23 in one package.
Yeah.
From Trig. We just bought all of his hatchlings. Yeah.
That's how this all got started.
Yeah, exactly. All right, 3, 2, 1, and for the YouTube error, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So that is sold at $125 to Kentuckiana, with second being blackballed. I had to sound that out in my head to be able to spell Kentuckiana.
What was blackballed at?
100.
100.
All right, so that brings us to the next one. I actually have 2 pictures for this one because geckos are really hard to get, really capture pattern on. And wow, this picture's kind of misproportioned. She's not obese, but she's big. She's big, but she's not obese like the fitting to that spot
Looks like
is.
she's got a gut.
I'm gonna try and get her out. She does have a little bit of an attitude when you're picking her up, but she's fine once you do get her up. She'll swing the tail and do all that stuff. This is a female.
Yeah, you can go all of them together, blackballed. They have no problem fitting those.
Oh, you're being a little sweetie now that you want to get out, huh? She's just a little defensive when you're going to pull her out, but right after that, she is just absolutely fine. But as you can see, she did whip her tail at me while I was petting her there. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
She doesn't like you as much as you thought.
Oh, as for the amount of grams, she's 73 grams. I put her on the scale here.
That is a female. So did we get any bids on her yet?
We have not. This is an adult female. $20 to Jerry. There is a little reserve on this girl. Very, very low reserve. It's pretty standard. I'm pretty sure it's the same. It is the same thing every time when it comes to the geckos.
25 for Mason.
But yeah, adult girl here, and like I said, bold giant girl. Right on the verge of being a super giant, because as I believe, I would have to double check. I'd have to fact check myself on this one. For females, since female leopard geckos are smaller than the males, I believe the super giant starts at 80 grams. But I would have to look it up, so don't take my word for it.
35 for Alicia.
Getting close to the reserve. This girl is just massive. It's just, we need space in the rack. Nicole only has room for 20 geckos, and then she needs to somehow fit her babies in there, so yeah.
40 for Drew.
I'm gonna go ahead and set her back down since she's being so active. She does need more racks, but she's more than busy with school. Because you know how it is, you get a rack, you fill a rack. That's just how it is. It's so if we were to get her another rack, then she would have too many geckos to handle at the same time as doing her school. So yeah.
You gonna start the timer?
Here, let me go back down. Where are we at? We're at Drew at 40. We're just under reserve, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows what the reserve is for this one. Now I'm going to go ahead and start that 45-second timer. There you go ahead, Drew. Drew hit it at 50.
Thank you. Now we've
empty
got...
racks are boring. We have one empty rack that we have turned off right now. That is that all it serves as is a storage shelf. That's all it is. 9001. Now he's making the reference.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Ugh. But yeah, 15 seconds on that timer. Gotta go, wife's calling.
Okay, thank you for everything tonight.
Yes, thank you for stopping by. Carmen at 55. Restarting that timer.
Little competition. Well, Carmen's another one of our big gecko buyers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as well as the... Well, did you say gecko or leopard gecko? Because she's also after the fat tails.
Yeah, Drew has been buying.
We just give Drew everything. Yeah, Calissa, it's not John you have to worry about anymore. It's Drew. Oh, I just kicked the camera. Sorry, guys. Oh, I just turned it away from you a bit. Let me
Yeah.
Get that back over there.
So we got, you restarted it?
Yes.
Okay.
10 seconds. Hey, what's going on, Aldo?
Hey, Aldo.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now giving it a second for... Alright. And that is sold
Hey,
to Carmen at 55.
And Drew was second at 50. She's happy.
Yeah, the babies from this girl are going to be just absolutely gorgeous. The
to
bold,
get her, and you can start right away.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, and she's big.
That's a nice pickup. I don't know much about bold. So what are we going to do now? We're done.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Oh, my foot is just killing me. I need to go get... Oh, wait, no. My drink just got moved. I was like, I must have finished it.
You moved it.
Did I?
Yeah, you moved it when you got the gecko.
Oh, okay.
So you majestic?
More snakes. Yeah, that's one thing that we wanted to do is get some crusteds, because she really likes them. I think they're pretty neat. I have no idea about the genes and all that, but I look at them like, oh, that's really pretty. And I spin the
Thanks,
thing
Mitch.
to see how much they cost. Like, oh, that's $700.
It says that super hypo boy I got from y'all, would he be ready soon for her?
The breeding that we do, we start breeding at 45 grams.
Thanks, Chris.
Which they hit rather quickly.
By Paul.
So I would have to say probably.
Hey,
depends
Trey.
on how aggressively you're feeding him, because I don't know what size he is anymore.
See the message from Trey?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I just got an email from FedEx saying that exact thing, that we should be cautious as for where we are shipping to. So yeah, if you want to hold off and just be safe, that's completely fine with us. We'll keep them here until everything blows over and everything's fine. But yeah. I just bit on the snakes I want. Wait a minute. Let me count how many snakes Black Baldo is on. 1.
We usually use a...
3, 4. 4 out of the 7.
As far as the pen, we usually use a little Sharpie. Last 15-second video of Justin's?
I have not seen
I haven't
Justin's
seen
video.
it.
What are you talking about? What kind of pen do you use to mark the top of your eggs before you put them in an incubator? We use wet erasers, and that's not a wet eraser, wet erase markers.
But they're Sharpies. The Sharpie version.
Yeah.
Mason says you can ship his.
Okay, that's cool, because I was gonna message you about that. But
all right, John. Thanks for coming in.
I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, we stopped using dry erase because when we write them on the tubs, after a while they really just kind of get caked in there. Despite using the alcohol and the special spray for getting all the eraser stuff off. With wet erase, you can just dampen a paper towel and just wipe it off, and it's brand new again, and it just works. Foot hurts.
Cool. It's
Yeah,
all good.
Mason's just been getting snakes like crazy recently.
Yeah, no doubt.
But Justin went dark, but he only released about 15 seconds of it. That makes me wonder if he actually did hit his Blackhead highway again.
I got a question from Thomas about the breeding size of a male. With a male, it's not so much the size as when he starts popping plugs. I mean, ideally you'd want him to go, what, about 600 or more? But we've had him popping plugs down below 400.
Yeah.
And we've actually had him breed at that size, so you can put them in and see what happens.
The thing that I use here is that as long as they're eating, they can breed. So we have currently Hortons at 500 grams breeding. We also, he's not breeding yet, but we have Speedy, our Cypress boy. and he is at 350 grams and popping plugs. And he's not currently in, but as soon as his females become available, I'm going to be putting him in as long as he's continuing to take meals. Because if he decides to go fast to breed, then I'm going to cut that off.
You got to be careful with little males. Is if males a lot of times want to stop eating while they're breeding, and if they're little, they just don't have any extra. Like our big guy who weighs 2,500, he can take off a year and be fine, but those little guys can't do that.
I have a Candino Het Pied female, but she's not ready to go yet. And then I need a female for my Albino Het Pied. Are you looking to just create albino pieds? Because then your optimal thing there is to, get a pied het albino, which unfortunately...
Or an albino pied.
Yeah.
Yeah, your best match is a pied het albino.
Because then you'll get 100% hets rather than having to deal with 66%. And unfortunately, visual pieds run a lot higher, especially for a female, than for an albino.
Congratulations, Logan, on that first clutch.
Hey,
looks like a good one. It's a bummer about your name, though. Hey, I picked it.
I'm just starting to breed my pied. How long do I have to wait until I can breed? In what aspect? What do you mean? Like, what size should the female be? I'm trying to understand what you mean, because we start breeding females at 1,500 grams, but that's if they're 1,500 grams and sturdy. If we have those girls that are like, longer than others, but, skinny, we're not going to breed them until they widen out a little bit. If you're just talking about putting your male in, how often to do it in, I would do twice a month, or cycle them in.
Carmen, I assume you're talking about a gecko. If so, he's doing pretty good. If that's a ball python,
the super hypo.
That's just way too small. Thoughts on the toffee, Gene? We don't have any toffee.
Carmen, that super hypo boy would be good. I'm guessing you're talking about super hypo tangerine het tremper, the tangerine emerald crosses.
What size? You answered that question, right?
Yeah, 1,500 grams, but thick. And then I like to do generally about 2 years older plus for the females. The males just whenever they pop plugs and start beginning to show interest. Trying to think a little further than that. I would put the male in twice a month, once a month at the least.
Thomas, that's for you, if I can get it to focus.
No, that's not gonna. It's not gonna happen.
No. There's a banana pen for you.
Yeah, if you send us an email or message me on Instagram, I actually have a pretty decent photo of that guy, I believe.
He's pretty.
Have you ever seen a panda clown? And if you're talking about ball pythons, no, I don't believe one has been made. Because that would be a super black...
that would essentially be almost the same as a triple het. Yeah, I mean, a triple recessive.
Yeah.
There have been some triple recessives made. Remember what it was, albino axanthic pied. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure, Tim. I want to fill out my ball python projects because we have a lot of males that are sharing females where we have to really decide at the time which one is going to be who's going to be bred to who. And I want to get 5 females plus per male that we have in here before I really start expanding into other projects. Plus our hognose girl is just tiny. I mean, she's getting bigger. She's at the point where she should be taking more than mouse fuzzies, but she won't take anything other than mouse fuzzies. It's weird. Unless it's my pinky. She goes after my pinky all the time.
You put a male in?
Yeah,
I think it might be a male.
Yeah, I think it may be a male. It just... we've had that issue before. I've popped a snake when it was smaller, then it got bigger and it was harder to pop, and then the person probed it, but then it probed looking like a female, and then it turned out, and then they're like, you know what, I'm gonna put it in with the female just to double check, and then they locked. Sometimes it's just a little bit more difficult.
Did you answer the question about feeding females during their first year?
I did not.
Somewhere up in here.
Oh, if you mean just babies, I try not to go too vigorous on the babies, but if they are looking for a second meal, I'll give them a second meal. But I won't do that like 3 weeks in a row. Like I'll have them take a little bit of a break. But as long as they're just pooping well, they should be able to eat just fine. What?
More lube.
Yeah. Most underrated codom gene, Huffman.
Maybe.
One thing that I find that is really underappreciated is just black pastel in general.
Yeah, we think pretty highly of black pastel here.
It's just one that I don't think gets talked about enough. Because it's one of those things that really does everything. It'll apply its pattern to lighter morphs while retaining, while still, it can still be bright in combos. It doesn't just like wipe everything out and make it dark. It does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, romantic music. We don't have any granites. We do have one dinker here right now. Actually, we have a black pastel head hypo that's got some dinker to her too, or she's a product of a dinker. So we'll see. When he gets bigger, we'll probably breed them. I don't know. It sounded like it's a male to me.
Oh, let me go ahead and take the that picture down.
We do like our black pastels and cinnamons.
I'm just going to put this picture up because I like the picture.
It's a pretty picture.
I still have that option on. Oddly enough, I have a pastel lesser, so if I picked up a male lesser...
yeah.
Black balled, I'd be a little bit careful on the lesser because they have that bug eye issue. A lot of people like to go Mojave lesser, or even butter lesser.
The lesser is really white.
It's really white, yeah. But they have
a problem with bug. It won't affect their breeding, but if you want to sell them, it can be rougher.
Most underrated gene as far as the bell complex is. The thing is, Mojave is my favorite gene, but I don't think Mojave, by any stretch of the word, I don't think you can ever say Mojave's underappreciated. I think it's one of people's like most highly regarded genes. I
go with Phantom. People never talk about Phantom.
Yes. Phantom as a single gene is gorgeous. It's kind of gray on the sides and it's got the gold like highlights to it. It's just pretty. Like our Phantom girl when she's just freshly shed is a sight to see.
Well, I think our Super Phantom is just crazy. I think she's really beautiful.
Yeah. Russo, as far as being in bells, whether it's the Invisible is pretty cool, or even just the Super Russo is really white. In fact, you know, they call it the white diamond for a reason. But the issue I have with Russo is when you look at a Russo by itself, it just looks visually normal. And it's just really hard. And then when you add it to different combos where it isn't with another bell complex, it's really hard to see.
It's hard to know if it's in a combo or not. And you know, on here, Carmen's talking about Bamboo Mystics. We've got a Bamboo Mojave, and it's a little tough because you've got a rather expensive gene that you can get disguised a lot of times in combos. You just end up making a lot of bells, and it looks just like any other bell.
Yeah.
Mixing them with other leucistics, I'm not as crazy about, even though we have one. But I love Bamboo. We've got 3 or 4.
Not. Wait. You said how many Bamboos we have?
Yeah,
3. We have a pastel Bamboo yellow belly, a Bamboo male, and a Bamboo Mojave.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Super Phantom yellow belly. That's pretty sweet.
Alright. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to talk about. If any of you guys were the ones that messaged me about the Big Boy Mojaves, our special line of Mojave that we have here that's really reduced, kind of looks like the Cypress Mojave a little bit. We hit all females. We have 3 Mojave females, so I'm going to be sending out those emails as soon as they are done with their meals. I'm not going to be messaging you guys before the meals. I'm going to just do it when they're done, so you can buy them and get them shipped out, you know, pretty much the same day. Yeah, we hit 3 females, so I'm going to go down the list from who messaged me first to who messaged me, you know, last, and see how many we're going to have, and yeah.
How's the Mystic doing on his feeds for blackballed?
I'd have to check on his tub, because we have 2 Mystic. We have 3 Mystics right now, and we have one that's a strict mouse eater, one that's a strict rat eater, and one that does the mix.
And Drew, as far as, that's a tough choice because those are pretty equal snakes. It's just trying to match it up with the other ones. I mean, price-wise, that's about the same. It would just depend on what else you have. I love both of them. We love black pastel pieds, and we have banana pied too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there was something about a pairing. What pairing are we most looking forward to for the coming season?
The coming season?
It's got to be something with Horton.
Yeah. Horton to a lot of the clown stuff. We have Horton, if you don't know who we mean. He's our pastel leopard blade clown male. And we have him breeding to a leopard het clown, a pastel het clown, a bumblebee het clown.
Phantom.
A what?
Phantom.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be paired to a pastel phantom het clown. There's more. I'm trying to...
Firefly, nuclear.
Yeah, he's got a whole bunch of females. Whereas typically you want to do, you know, 5 females at a time. When those girls are done or have just laid, he has another rotation of girls to get to. So he's going to be breeding everywhere. And he just started locking, and he's figured it out. And we're really, like, you know, waiting for stuff to come around, and that's what we're looking forward to right now.
I'm trying to find his Mystic.
Let me see.
It must be over here in this rack, right?
Huh? No.
It's over here?
Yeah. It's in the maroon rack. Up high. As I remember, I just have to go out and check up on our mice because we just recently had litters of mice. So I want to give him another mouse hopper so he's good to go for the Mystic feeding. What?
It's not in that rack.
Okay. Let me see. Are black-eyed Lucy's underrated in your opinion?
Yes.
He says yes. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Blackheads?
No. Black-eyed leucistics.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't know, cause they're pretty. I wouldn't compare an ivory per se to a superfire. They're both black-eyed leucistics, but I would much rather have a superfire, to be honest. I mean, gene-wise, I'd rather have an ivory because super yellow belly, and I can do a lot of highway stuff with that, like I would like to. But I would much rather visually have a superfire with all the orange dots. It's just got a little bit more to them.
I see Mystics over there. I don't see one that has his name on it.
Okay,
so I'm
I'll
just
get
not
over there and do it.
But the problem for me with all supers are great because you don't get any normals, right? Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, the way you pay off getting that is they have 2 genes. They can only pass 1 on.
Mm-hmm.
They can't have normals, but it's not like if you had a Pastave, you could have both Pastel and Mojave get passed down. But if you have a Super Mojave, you only get 1 gene passed down.
Yeah.
That's where it evens out.
Yeah.
So I like using supers as females and not males as much for that reason. I'm doing something over here.
Yeah. Oh, you're closing the blinds. Got it. But other than that, I need to be heading out here pretty soon. I got to write all those emails. Whoa, 12 text messages.
Better you than me.
Nicole, I'm doing the live stream. Oh, she sees me look at my phone in the live stream. She says hi.
Yeah, Superfires with the yellow on it are really pretty. I think the white ones go for more money though, but I like the yellow ones. But I would, like I said, I would use a female rather than a super male. We're looking forward. Someone asked about clutches. Clutches we're looking forward to. And another thing I'm really looking forward to is we're starting to get a lot of super or like Mystic Potion or Purple Passion girls growing up, and we'll put them with Big Boy, who is a Mystic Potion, and then we're going to be getting everything will be leucistic combos, and it'll be fantastic.
Do we have any GHI females available? No, we're actually looking to attain some of our own. That's one of the things that we want to extend further into. Are you looking forward to Pumpkin Pied in the future? Pumpkin Pied's just Yellow Belly Pied, is it not?
Yeah.
Or is there a mix to it?
No.
I love Pumpkin Pied stuff, or Yellow Belly Pied stuff. Like a lot of Miguel's Yellow Belly Pied stuff I really enjoy.
Yeah, it's got some combos with it too.
And then we even went for it ourselves. We went for Highway Pieds. We swung and missed, and I think we swung and missed harder than we thought we could. I think that's like when you swing and you lose your shoe and you fall down type deal, because we figured out he's not even in gravel, he's a yellow belly.
Yeah, that didn't help. As far as why I would prefer my supers be females, when you're, it's always easier to get a bunch of genes into your male rather than have all your females. You have so many females, and it's expensive to get multi-gene females, a bunch of them. So you get one multi-gene male and breed them to lesser females, like single gene or double gene. So I put, like I said, if you have a male that's a super, he's only going to pass on one gene. He effectively becomes a single gene breeder male. And I would just rather have my females. I know what I'm going to get out of the female. I can select the male, the multi-gene male, to put with her. That's the only reason why. It's not that there's anything wrong with a super as a breeder. But like I said, he's only going to pass on one gene, and I don't like that. Are you getting some good comments?
No. It's something I kind of want to read. Because I just got an email from Fullscreen. If you guys don't know who Fullscreen is a YouTube channel network that we used to be partnered with, which means that with the adpocalypse and all that stuff going on, they would manage your ads rather than Google doing it, which was really nice because all my videos would get demonetized in the first second.
You said Google. Did you mean YouTube?
Nope. Okay. Google owns YouTube.
Okay, gotcha.
And randomly I got this email that I was no longer under Fullscreen, that Google was back there, and I got zero word from this. And if you guys have all seen the content, and this is what they said. Hi Logan, the team here at Fullscreen is reaching out to let you know that your agreement with Fullscreen Incorporated has been terminated due to the nature of your uploads, because your uploads may potentially infringe on the rights of others and potentially violate applicable laws or regulations, including without limitation YouTube's terms of service and or YouTube's community guidelines. We feel it is best that we part ways. Thank you for your understanding and good luck with your YouTube channel. Fullscreen. What did I do?
let me put it.
Like, what did I do?
Blackballed. Let me try a different tact. Which would be cheaper to do, to have one multi-gene male and single gene females, or a single gene male and all your females be multi-gene? Which way would be cheaper? And there's your answer. Yeah, they're crazy. This is insane.
Yeah, Morph Mixology. I was with Fullscreen since mid-October last year. I talked to Brian Barczyk about it, just asking, just because YouTube at that point was in a real state of chaos where I was having issues, just everything. Because if you guys don't know the way YouTube works, the reason why ads are really everything is if your video is not monetized and is not earning Google money, then they do not push your stuff out. It will not be in the recommended bars when people are watching other videos. They'll just completely write it off. And half the time, it doesn't even hit the subscription box anyways when it has ads on it.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, full screen, I don't even know. I guess this is my response email, because I emailed him and like, what's going on? And this is now like a month and a half later I'm getting this response. Yeah.
They're just too busy for you.
Yeah. That's just weird. With full screen, it's not even like a application thing. You can just sign up and join it, as I believe.
Because we weren't that... How big were we when you signed up? 1,000 or 1,500?
Somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,000 or so.
Okay.
I'd have to check. We could always just go back to Tinley and look at the most recent giveaway.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, guys, we do have another giveaway coming up shortly. When it comes to the YouTube channel, we are less than 100 away from 5,000 subscribers, and that's kind of surreal. But yeah.
You see Black Bolt's comment?
Yeah, I really didn't like full screen anyway, so I'm not throwing a huge fit.
So who are we with now?
Just Google AdSense.
Because
which is
I've
default.
noticed a big uptick, an upswing in what's going on our channel lately.
Mm-hmm.
It's like somebody is putting us out there a little bit.
Yeah, all it really is just keep pushing it out. We just tried our best to keep having something happen and just try to keep up with it.
We got lucky, too.
Yes, we got really lucky.
We had a great season last year.
Yeah, we had really good odds, which helped, and then we had the help early on from Jason Going Uper, who unfortunately just said goodnight, so he's not going to hear it. So yeah, if you're not subscribed to Jason, make sure you do. He doesn't just post snake stuff, but he does post family stories and stuff like that, in which case he's a really good storyteller, and it's just always entertaining. But it was one of those things where we just started uploading, and we were at, 50 subscribers, and we got shout-outs from Mike at Always Evolving, who told us to make the channel, and then we also got shout-outs from Jason, who was the big dog at the time with 800 subscribers or something like that.
Yeah.
And it really got us over that curve, because when it comes to YouTube channels and the way they promote you, it's really exponential based. Once you start gaining traction, you really start ramping up. So you'll realize that once channels start hitting 10,000 subscribers, that 20,000 subscribers comes a lot faster than 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers was.
I think there were some things that we have to at least say we did somewhat right. We covered some of the negative things that happened to us too, and people really liked that. We talked about some issues we had. Like we said, we got really lucky with breeding. We had twins that were outrageous looking. We had a paradox. We had pandas. The pandas really jumped us up there a lot.
Yeah.
So just a lot of that kind of stuff, and then you just keep hammering away. We do a lot of giveaways. That helps, I think.
So I'm wondering how many people use ultrasound machines with their breeding programs.
We know
I would think
a few.
It's Mike has one. The local big breeders here have them.
I know Doug at Hissy Fits has one, even though he's not that big. As far as snakes, he's big on YouTube. I think they're great. I would love to have one. I just don't want to pay $1,000 for one. I could go in the hospital and steal one, I guess.
We'll just sneak the snakes in.
But the ones in the hospital are huge. I'd have to wheel it out.
Get pet insurance for pregnancies. Get the ultrasounds that way. Oh, jeez.
Thank you, Aurora. That's one of the things that impressed us when we first got involved, was how nice everyone is. Not just online, but just the people we met when we were looking at snakes or, at shows. It was always great. It's
one of those things too, where the snake community was typically really good in person, but before it really extended out to YouTube, there's just Facebook. And in Facebook, it is known to be this toxic wasteland. But YouTube's just completely the opposite.
Give it a try, Black Ball. That would be fantastic. They're all my pets. I got 500 pets.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, you're right. Even the mean ones are actually pretty nice. They just get off on a tangent once in a while. You know, we were looking earlier today. I know Logan has to go pretty soon, but he mentioned something about having like 300 pets here, and it's like, no, it's more like what, 600 or 700, including all the rats and the mice. And
see, I tell people that I just have 2 rabbits and a leopard gecko in my room, and people are like, you have a lot of pets. And I'm like, you have no idea. And it's just one of those things where people will just like overhear conversations. When I'm in school, just people will ask me about my snakes. I actually have one of my classes where almost the entire class is subscribed to my YouTube channel because the professor stopped lecture because he heard the
Really?
conversation going on, and then he just asked me a question. I'm like, well, yeah, I have probably about 250, 275 snakes, probably just under 300 right now. I got a whole bunch of babies right now that are taking meals, and his jaw was like on the floor, and it's one of those things where the people around you hear that too, so they quiet down, and then people realize that in the classroom that the classroom has now become quiet, so they stop talking as if the lecture is about to start, and he goes, you have 300 snakes? It's just, yeah, it was just weird.
Oh yeah, LKB, thanks a lot for posting that. That was fantastic.
Yeah. I saw your comment and I went back and watched it. So yeah, thank you. You're actually the first person I know of, or at least I can think of off the top of my head, unless I'm completely forgetting somebody that has a sticker. We physically do not have one of our own stickers.
We, at some point, we're going to get a few dollars ahead and we're going to go out and buy a bunch, actually get on our own t-shirts and stickers.
Yeah.
We just there's always another snake to buy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what they say, if somebody, for a length of time, has only one snake, don't trust them.
Bring your snake to work day. You let us know how that works out.
Hey. I got something for you if it's bring your dog to work day. He's half dog. It's Diego. Diego's half dog.
There you go.
All
You know
right,
what the thing is, though, is, at least at my work, is initially they're kind of horrified, but after that everybody's fascinated. They always ask me how the snakes are doing and how we're doing with them. 10 snakes, hey, that's a bunch. Not bad. 30 plus.
Oh. Yeah, that was one of those things where I remember my this is one of those things that it's like I realize how fast we've actually really progressed as a business and a collection. When I think back to, family arrangements where, you only, there's family that you talk to all the time, and then there's family that you really only talk to, like every 2 or 3 months or so. And then it'd be like, oh yeah, I got a pet snake. And then it was the next time they talk to me, oh, I have 6. And the next time they talk to me is, oh, I have 40. And then now it's like, it's been a year and a half since we've actually officially, I started this YouTube channel in March, late March. I think it was like March 23rd of 2017. And now we have just under 300 snakes. And I started that YouTube channel with just, I believe we were just at or below 20. So it's just, yeah. Yeah, Thomas, I completely understand.
LKB, there's coffee mugs on there too on Teesprings. First litter of rats.
Yeah.
I remember when the first thing we had was mice.
Yep.
The first thing we bred here was mice. We had a litter of mice right after we got them. Yeah,
that was because the mice breeder was really nice and gave us some priggers.
We thought that girl was going to have her babies on the way home. She was that
and
big.
Then she had them that night.
Yeah, Thomas, that's just, it grows that fast.
Yeah, and
11.
LKB, as far as the mugs go, I think the mugs may be the best looking merch that we have.
I think so.
Yeah, it just for some reason it fit the mug perfectly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have 10 adding more the next couple of years. Got plans. Yeah, you'll be surprised.
You don't have to go crazy like we did.
You do. He's gonna be like the angel on your shoulder. I'll be the get more snakes.
Buy them from IDR.
See,
hey, Retro
that's
Balls.
the good guy telling you that.
No shot glasses, sorry.
Yeah, Teespring doesn't
they're
offer
limited.
that. I'm trying to get more merch out there. We're trying to get a text logo because I know not everybody likes to wear, you know, a cartoony looking thing. They would much rather have, you know, IDR or something like that written out. And we're trying to get one of those made, but our artist, also known as my cousin, is also in school right now. So he's doing it as he can. And we're also going to be having merch for Nicole's side of the business, Intelligent Design Geckos.
Cool.
So that's going to be coming shortly. But yeah.
Good night, Manny. Thank you very much.
With that being said, we have been live for an hour and 25 minutes.
And there are other live streams going on, so we need to back out. I know
Cusco.
well, there's Genetic Hunters. Brian Cusco is having one, and Josh at Leatherneck is live too. And I forget the times for each of them, but please go watch those guys. And thank you all very much. We really appreciate it.
And I just want people. I want to see if Josh will spill the beans. Josh just bought a snake from us, and I don't know if he wants it public or not yet. So I want you guys to congratulate him on his purchase from IDR and see if he tells you what it is.
Leatherneck.
Yeah, Leatherneck.
Ready?
All right. So, other than that, guys, we hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for stopping by. And other than that, we'll see you guys soon. Videos are going to be coming. I promise. I had the flu like this last week. And so, yeah, it's like we will actually be getting it. Getting videos up to you guys now. We have the giveaway going up. We have a whole bunch of those clutch follow-ups, including the clowns that are back there, as well as this rack. I guess I should point over that shoulder. But yeah, other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next auction. See you guys. Good night.